Hey guys, Ian here. Welcome to ProduceFaster.com. Today we're going to dive a little bit into a series on understanding music structure and music theory. Why? Well, because I have known a ton of musicians and songwriters, EDM producers who spend way too much time when they sit down to create. And so hopefully if I can help you to understand music structure, then we can take a ton of the frustration out and streamline your workflow. Now, I know that some of this stuff is going to be very basic, and that's fine. A lot of you guys are new to music. You probably avoided classical music training, which I don't blame you. But here's how this works, okay? We're going to start with some terminologies. First of all, sharps and flats. What are they? Basically, a sharp just means that I have played a note higher. So if this is C sharp. Flat means I've played a note lower. If this is B, then this is B flat. Pretty basic. Sharp is higher, flat is lower. When you talk about the distances between these notes, in classical music terms, we call them steps. And we call them so for the distance between these two notes, if I was to skip one, we call that a whole step. If I was to go to the note immediately to the right or immediately to the left, we call that a half step. You can count notes if you want. And just say two notes, one note, whatever. It doesn't matter. Whatever makes sense to you is totally fine. Now this basically is the same. I mean, regardless of what instrument you play, if the piano, the guitar. We have these things called frets. The fret is just like a note, okay? And the distance from here to here is a half step. If I skip it, I've got a whole step. On a violin. Violins are a little trickier because they don't have any frets or anything to discern what note is what. Generally, a finger width is about the distance for a note. So again, here to here is a half step, from here to here is a whole step. For those of you EDM producers using MIDI controllers, this is a cool one. It's my friend's. It's called Ableton Push. And unless you program it to do other things, which you can, if you were to just load up an instrument, this thing basically is a chromatic scale of just every note. Half step from here to here, half step from here to here. If I skip a note, I've done a whole step. It's the same thing. Now, I mentioned a word that probably you've heard before, the chromatic scale. The chromatic scale is just every note. That's it. Every note up and down the piano, up and down the musical scale, that's the chromatic scale. Now, within the chromatic scale, we have this really cool thing called the major scale. They call it the major scale because it's kind of a big deal. I like to say it's the foundation of music. It's where we build everything when we write songs, regardless of the genre. If you like the song, chances are it came out of the major scale, unless you like Dream Theater or something. So here's how to find a major scale. You can count notes, or you can use the whole step, half step method. We're going to count notes first and get used to that, and I'll show you both, okay? So to find a major scale, we're going to start in C. You just count the notes. 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1. Again, starting at our root note. 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1. In classical music terms, it's whole step, half step, whole, half. Again, whole, half, whole, half. That's basically the major scale. Now, in the next video, we're going to discuss how to handle chords. What is a chord? What's a minor chord versus a major chord? All that kind of stuff. So be sure and subscribe to the channel. Share it with your friends. I will have a link in the description so you can download this Music is Easy cheat sheet. It actually lists all of the keys, all of the notes in the major scale, the intervals to find it, all of the notes for the chromatic scale. It's awesome. I use it when I was teaching music privately, and I think it's really going to help you guys. So we'll see you next time.